Hi, this is not a game dev vlog with a start of battle Spiny bush viper run. Some of these new pets are becoming quite long to pronounce, but let's jump in. So this is also has the basis in a pseudo random pack. I never played a lot of Spiny bush viper, but it's actually kind of fun. And I thought, well, why not try to combine it with the Woodpecker? So we have Spiny bush viper Woodpecker. So we can trigger it from the back, where it does most damage. So if you don't know yet, Spiny bush viper does damage based on the distance to the pet that it snipes. Here I take a pygmy seahorse, also one tier 1 pet that's kind of growing on me from all these random packs. It's actually quite strong in the early turns, and I think in this run I will take it very late. So this is a slightly modified pack. I think I added some health reducing foods like shrimp and what's it called? The drink me liquid? No, it's the cake, of course. The unhealthy foods give attack and the healthy foods give health. So the cake, so that I had my attack ordering correct. And then I added bat, I think, because well, that helps. Helps a lot with these snipes. And I added Triceratops. So that's how I do it now. So I do play a couple of runs with the same pack, but I don't do a full optimized pack with all the standard pets that just help you get up and running. For me, it's a lot more fun, and then also gives me inspiration for new runs and new packs. So actually we have decent tempo right now, and we have, as long as the attack order is correct, some Dimetrodon pygmy seahorse synergy, and we get the early Spiny bush viper. Of course, that's also always the ingredient for one of these runs that actually succeed, that you get a bit lucky with the level up. So here you see, because the pygmy seahorse is not a feint on start of battle, but it's called, what's it called, remove? Yeah, removes on start of battle. That means that there becomes place for Dimetrodon's spawn. Of course, Dimetrodon otherwise would just give stats, so it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, it's one of these things. It's not the rarest of mechanics, but it's always a bit surprising if you're new to the game. I think that these start of battle feints, they block spawns of other start of battle pets, and then you have these couple of remove pets. So here's another ingredient to my herd Woodpecker build, is the fairy armadillo. I think also, is it a strong pet? Yeah, I think so. I think it's decently underrated. Very boring summon team here. And do we clean them up? Yeah, so here you see the strength of the armadillo. So it becomes a big ball and a big wall, basically. We just keep putting all our stats in the armadillo. I think apart from that, it's a reject scaling run. I'm only focusing on all these abilities, but I do want to have one big pet, basically. And this looks scary. So let's see if we are strong enough. So this bat also is doing a lot of work. And now we see the power of the armadillo. It's going to tank all this. So these kind of teams, I always clench my fists. No, that's being angry. So what do you do when you're scared? I don't know. But it always scares me, because I know I'm going to lose a heart. Well, here I'm still on 5 hearts. So somehow this is a huge tempo team. Maybe that's the power of the seahorse. And if I recall correctly, take a look at this start of battle. So then I was just talking about this giving space for, now we change to the macaque. But look at this, it gets sniped and now it feints. And that means it blocks the summon. So this is a really strange order of operations. I do understand the mechanics behind it, and we still win. But somehow this self-removing pet being feinted blocks it from removing itself, and that blocks the orangutan from spawning. So now we are still looking for Yeah, a lot of ingredients actually. Mostly the Woodpecker, of course. So for now we just play the Bush Viper on the front. Doing 6 and 7 damage with the weakness. Now it's time to go all in. So I just take all my money and pray that I do find the Woodpecker. And luckily I find it quite early. So this Woodpecker, I don't want to level anymore because it needs to instantly feint the Bush Viper for it to work. So then it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away and at best 9 spaces away from the enemy. And so I have to check. I think the ordering is still fine with the bat because this Woodpecker will trigger first and then the bat will trigger. But I think the feint trigger of... So this is... Yeah, it's because there's... Yeah, it's becoming quite technical, but I think it worked. Let's pay attention together if the weakness is applied before the snipes of the Bush Viper, as we find our 5th ingredient, luckily also. So maybe I can slow it down so we can see it work. So let's see. We first feint the Bush Viper, then the start of battle goes off, then somehow the hurt of the Triceratops goes even earlier than the feint, even though it has lower attack. So this is really some high school, university level start of battle sequencing. So the hurt trigger of Triceratops goes before the feint trigger, which both are triggered on start of battle by the Woodpecker, and then this start of battle trigger is even going before those. And I think there's an even more complicated start of battle coming up. So if I know which turn it is in time, I will also slow that one down, because I think these things are kind of interesting to learn. This, I think, is just too big for us. Although, this is a really crazy draw to me. I'd never expect so this is quite a strong team. So we don't have a lot of stats except for the health on our fairy armadillo, and somehow we scrape a tie. Lots of good level ups. Again, I think the most valuable thing to level up is the Triceratops, because Woodpecker we don't want to level up. Double Spiny Bush Viper would have been fun also, but sadly did not get that working, as we find our friend with the most creative teams. Do we even beat this? Nah, not even close, right? This is just too good. This is just too strong. So I think I will have to revert to only playing Crab Bulldog in the future for more enjoyment of the game. Now it's just buying food. There's no scaling except this 4 health that this fairy armadillo hopefully gets each turn. And this is also a scary team, so also a very meta team, but not that much. Of course, no radish plays, but this... Yeah, this is also too big, this whole team, and this axolotl scaling the level 2. So now we are in a very late stage of the game with... Yeah, 0 tier 6 pets, 0 scalers. So this is getting kind of scary. We do get the level 3 Triceratops, which is very strong. And now the only thing that's interesting to level is Bat, I think. If not only for its perk replacement abilities. And maybe this is the crazy battle. No, this is not it. This is just another thing that you have to endure while you're getting into the late turns of arena runs. Just close your eyes and see your hearts go down. So that was maybe one of the reasons that this run even. So we had a little bit of buffer with the hearts there. So we started off 5 hearts and now it's getting close. And getting really dangerous. But we are still hanging on. Yeah, this is the fight. So let me slow this one down as well. So look at this start of battle ordering. We have this trigger as well. Gains mana. So it gains mana now. Does it trigger immediately? Does it wait until the start of battle, pets are over and triggers then? Okay, it gets more mana. Now the other start of battle. Pets go off. So now we have all start of battle pets, and who goes first then? Somehow Hurt goes before gains mana, so it doesn't matter which attack level. So now the Triceratops goes off. Now Wharf goes off, but it hits the Triceratops. So intermediately this Hurt goes off. This Hurt trigger goes off. So this all goes just immediately off between the snipes of the Wharf. Then it's time for the last Triceratops hit. Then we finally get our Spiny Bush Viper. So that's start of battle there. And somehow after all this, maybe I can speed it up fast one more time. Just a crazy start of battle. And somehow after all of this, we end up with one big pink ball that can just absorb all damage. And we win. So that's I think this whole fight, this one fight is already worth posting, because it's such a beautiful, crazy, chaotic run. And we do get the level 3, but I just buy the shrimp, because what else am I going to do with my money from this team? And I think this run is interesting, either whether we win or lose. So let's look at the last fight. And we find our Vulture friend. Oh, it's a copycat of our Vulture friend, but this is a good opponent for us. Yeah, so we want to play Hurt triggers to counter the Vulture guys. And what a beautiful team, I think. 0 scalers, 0 tier 6s. The Spiny Bush Viper in the spotlights. But everything is a very nice synergy to me. So if you like this, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, I love to read those. Leave a like. And in any case, thanks for watching.